And we knew it was a white guy from here. The moment that they said that they had a person of interest in custody, that was not an immigrant, that was not Muslim, that was not trans, that was not Antifa, that was not anything outside of the generic vanilla option. Brown University shooter was a white guy who worked for the U.S. Army as a cyber warfare officer. At least that's what it looks like. Benjamin Erickson went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The Army said that he was an infantryman from May of 2021 until November of 2024. He never deployed, and it appears that he has no criminal record. And I've already heard rumblings that he might have a history of mental health issues. But the thing is, we don't know much. We never know much at this point in time after a mass shooting. But Benjamin Erickson is given the benefit of the doubt because he appears to be a straight white Christian man. His actions are not immediately seen as a reflection of his race, color, creed, immigration status, sexual orientation, gender, or political affiliation. This guy gets to just be a bad guy and not have it be a reflection of the community that you think he's a part of. But if he was in an other category, this would be written off as being a product of his involvement with that category.
He was white. In case you were wondering, the shooter, the Brown University shooter, was a Caucasian white man. And you wouldn't know that if you didn't do some digging, because the mainstream media is definitely not saying that. However, if he was not white, we would have known his nationality and his race before they even found him. There would have been a sketch, a video of his home, his mom, what she does, father, what he does, last place of business. I mean, we would know so much about that person before they were even caught. But guess what? He's caught, and we're just finding out that he's a white man. But that's what I'm letting you know. Mainstream media is trying to control the narrative of what's actually going on in the world.
Some information has been released about the alleged shooter at Brown University. Absolutely no one's surprise is allegedly a white man from Wisconsin who drove to Rhode Island. Suspect has an apartment in Washington, D.C., and his name is Benjamin Erickson. At this time, they're not looking into any other suspects. When they went into this man's hotel room, found 2 weapons on him. It's unclear whether he has any connection to Brown or why he would have carried out this act. But he did serve in the Army for 3 years, and he went to school in Wisconsin for business. From what I could find of his LinkedIn, here are some photos and some other information on him. Point being, we have a problem in this country with white men thinking that they can do whatever they want and that they can take people's lives.
So they found out who the shooter was, the Brown University shooter. Well, they just found out the conservatives, because they was swearing up and down it was a Muslim, or it was a trans, it was an immigrant, it was a black man. It was everything under the sun but a white guy. But surprise, surprise, it was a white guy from Wisconsin. So you know he was a fucking conservative. But here's the dumb part about it. See, black people, we knew that it was a white guy. From the moment they said, we have a person of interest in custody. A person of interest, sure. All the black people like, ooh, no, that's a white guy. We're looking into his mental health. Definitely a white guy. We know that shit. I don't see how y'all don't understand that if it was a black man, a Muslim, an immigrant, they would automatically say he won't be a person of interest. He will be a black man, Muslim, or immigrant in custody right now. He's being charged with this and that. They automatically throw charges. But when it's a white conservative, white guy, oh, we're looking into his mental health. America, just stop. Just stop it. The country know this bullshit y'all do. You don't have to save face no more. Back in the days, you know, you were saying black people was the enemies, so you had to make it, you know what I mean, known. So you had to protect what white people do, these serial killers. You protected their identities. But the world see, thanks to MAGA, who y'all are. So you can stop hiding that dumbass person of interest shit. Just say it was a fucking another white guy. The same old shit. White guy shooting up some shit. But it's the 13.50. 13% of y'all do all the crime. Shut the fuck up. The world know what it is. You motherfuckers are sick. And until you face your sickness It's just gonna spread like a fucking disease.
Well, you see that, don't you? Same old MO of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He does it. What? He does it every single time. Every single time. What? It's a mental health issue. This and that, blah, blah, blah. But let me clear this up. Let me clear this up real quick. All you jakes out there that keep saying a black man, a white man, a black man, a white man, there ain't no such thing. It's at this point, it's trivial. Okay? There's no such thing. All right, all that was invented. You got Edomites, whether they even look like a Jake, whether they you got so-called white people. That's why we say so-called, that look like so-called black people. It's all about the spirit of your father. That's that. Okay? First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, on whom I learn from daily. Okay? Hey, and healthy shalom to the 144,000 mighty men would be judges upon the earth. It's the brother Gabar Dama coming back at you with another quick hitter. And you know, and look, I gotta say this too. Thawada to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. There's some things going on, you know, in my life and all of our lives, man. Okay? Just there's some things going on. Nobody really need to know. But I just wanted to put it out there and to the water to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for pulling me up out of the fire yet once again. Okay? You know? And that's that. Let's read this. Let's go here first. All right, it ain't going to let me do it. Damn. For the 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now you heard, you know, what the last brother said, the 1350 and all. Man, they've been bringing that shit out forever. You know, right? And look, that's why I read this scripture, because Esau Edom, his ass is getting revealed daily. All right? It ain't so-called, it is so-called Muslim. You know, it's not a musty armpit smelling, you know, Arab. No, it's not, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray, although they have their own issue, you know, set of issues, problems. No, when you see something going on like this, when you see mass unalives, when you see a whole SEX ring of dignitaries, presidents, judges, and you know whoever the hell you can think of, all they're doing is showing their pattern and saying, look at what we can do because we own the earth and this and that, blah blah blah. That's what they do. They're all devils. They're vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. You remember in Romans the 9th chapter, what did it very plainly told you? What did it tell you? He told you, he make one lump unto honor and one lump unto dishonor. Okay? And that's just how he did it. And that's the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's his prerogative. That's how he did things. So, whoever opposeth, let's read it. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called power, or that is worship, so that he as God, I'll read it verbatim, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And again, even with some of these, you know, some of these things that it's all out there, you know, whether it be a 11 or 9-year-old, hell, you know, what is that? The Talmud said they can be 3 years older in 1 day. But then they got the nerve to put, hey, and that's Esau Edom. He got the nerve to put out a law to say, talking about some statutory. Give me a fucking break, man. Verse 5 reads, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know that, Salakia, what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And it's Edomites dropping bombs. It's, the widow shall not weep. They dropping all kinds of truth bombs on Esau Edom. And there ain't nothing they can do about it. But now, the MAGA thing and all that, it's all in the wide open. Now they can just practice exactly, how they've been feeling the whole time, Ezekiel 35th chapter. See? The whole damn time. Okay? And if you didn't know it, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's funny, man. Verse 8, And then shall the wicked be revealed. Who? The wicked. What did Job 9 and verse 24 say? It said the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. All right. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's the prophets. You know, in case you haven't noticed, everybody and their mama is listening to the prophets, but they're saying, well, them camps, them prophets, them Hebrew Israelite, black Hebrew Israelites. So I don't know where the hell they got that shit from. For some reason, they listened, but they got all the information, all the pertinent information, you know, all the things that make sense, the 100% truth from the Israelites, but they loathe them. Ain't that something? Scripture said, if the world hate you, know it hated me first. That's, you know, and as a matter of fact, that's a good sign, brothers and sisters. You see? And shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And that's exactly what Esau Edom is doing. Okay? You can't make this shit up. Daniel 12 verse 10. Hey, just basics. These are just basic scriptures, man. You know, the water to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Daniel 12 verse 10 reads, many shall be purified and made white and tried. Woo! And what? And tried. Man, I've been tried, man. I'm getting tried. Anyhow, you know, I pray, man. I pray. You pray without ceasing, as the scripture said. Anyway, all right. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the wise shall understand. And the beginning of understanding is what? Is wisdom. You know, the fear of the Lord, the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So yeah, it's coming out. All these damn unalive, all these school pew-pewings, you know, these miscellaneous, I'll just say it like that, hangings of Jake all over the place. Okay? The statistics which Esau Edom loves to freaking use of grape, okay, is it's so heavily leaning towards his side, it's unbelievable. All right? But when you control the narrative, that they just put anything out there, anytime something happens, somehow or another, a Jake's face pops up. I've even noticed when, you know, even if a Esau Edom does a crime, or you know, whatever he does, which is, it's all over the place, man. He does all these things, right? Whenever he does something like that, they never show his face, but they're quick to say he was a family man. He was a man of God. He had a mental illness. All right? You see how it is. They're accuser of the brethren is what they are. Sirach 14 verse 5. He that is evil to himself. See that? To whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And he's not taking pleasure in his goods. He's got the whole damn earth. Look, Jake. And you got these Jakes out here. And the first person they talk about wanting to save is some damn Esau, man. And that's the devil the Bible speaks of. There is none worse than he that evileth himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness, man. He can't learn righteousness. Let favor be showed. Isaiah 26 verse 10 reads, let favor be showed to the wicked. Yet he will not learn righteousness. How did he show favor to the wicked? By giving them, well, let's go. Let's get this. You see, how do you do this? Salakia. What am I? I'm at 500. Okay, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. And I read that, All right, so we'll add another tab. I'm trying to get used to this new OS. So it's just a little, you know, a little different. But I'll get used to it, or whatever. Okay? All right. Let's go here. Jeremiah 50 verse 23. How is the hammer of the earth, whole earth, cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon, that's America, become a desolation amongst the nations? And that hasn't happened yet. That's a future prophecy. That's the end times. All right? Which we're creeping very, very close to. Let's go here. What does it say about Esau Edom? Yeah. He's a base man. He's below everybody. And there's many scriptures I could jump to grab that. Yeah. Daniel 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men. Yep, you got it, your friendly neighborhood so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. Let's finish Isaiah 26 and verse 10, shall we? Wicked as hell, man. Okay. And he does it time and time again. But see, now he got to stand with his enchantments, and everybody's starting to see this shit. Even regular Jakes, right? You saw that video, his widows, all right? Even his own people in Congress getting kicked out. I believe, what's that woman's name? Marjorie Taylor Greene. I believe they told her basically, if you don't shut your damn mouth, then you ain't gonna make it too much further. Hey, take that however you want to take it. But you can tell she was scared out of her damn, shaking out of her damn panties, man. Huh? Anyway, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he would not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness he would deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh. See that? He can't do it. He cannot do it. I said I was going to read this. Here it go. Feed the flock of the slaughter. Zechariah 11 and verse 4. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my power. Feed the flock of the slaughter. Whose oppressors, who what? Oppressors. We could jump to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Talks about the oppressors and how we're going to rule up over their asses. You going into slavery. I don't care. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you want to make it sound. I don't care how many Israelite camps you infiltrate and give them Hebrews and Hellcats. I don't give a shit what you do. You can't stop these prophecies. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them, who sold us? Say, blessed. Well, your own people. You sold your own people. Come on, man. Still, what the hell that got to do with you? As a matter of fact, for the most part, it was Hamites selling Israelites to the damn Grecians, to these Edomites, man. And Ishmael. And the rest of the nations. They were all Confederate. It's going to be 1,000 years y'all going into hardcore slavery anyhow. For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So they through, man. This place is finished. That's it. I'll leave it right there. And that's where I'm going to keep it. Hopefully it was edifying, because that's what it's all about, to the elect. Everybody else could kick rocks. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.